Dave's brought his beard with him. Look, there you go.
Need a bit of a trim. Bit of a tidy.
There you go. So, morning everyone. So today, Dave and I are going to go and do the Nantlle Ridge, which I'll just show you behind us there, which is kind of, you start up, hang on, let your finger right, the Garn's there, and then you'll go along and do some of the ridge, and some, in particular, I'm hoping to get some nice shots of the ridge. So Dave's going to be the model today, and as he's hanging off the side of the ridge, I'm going to take some really good photos of him. So it'll be good, hopefully hanging on and staying hanging on. So what's this path here, Dave? Go on, pronounce it for me.
Read thee.
Read thee. Right,
something
okay.
black, isn't it? Or the black something.
Yeah, so this is the opposite the path that goes up to Snowdon, one of the paths. And today we're just driving down here because of the weather.
It's an absolute scorcher.
Yeah,
isn't
it is really hot, and we've got plenty of fluid. So this first ascent to Garn, the Garn is about 800 metres, I think, thereabouts. But it is really, the gradient's quite steep, so plenty of fluids.
That's
and
the H2O variety.
Do what, mate?
The H2O fluid variety.
No, I've packed a couple of tins as well.
Oh, God.
I've got the Fosters, so we're all right. So I'm going to bring you back in a minute. And this is, if you want a lowland walk around Snowdonia with a family, park at the EV, go across the road, and there's a lake just behind us. You can walk all the way to Bedgellet, but this walk here and this area here is such a pretty area. And I know that Mark watches the White Explorer. Mark, this is the lake that you and Paul camped with your friend. The lake, I can't remember her name, but you and Paul camped over there, and I think you picked up on that when Isabel and I did it a couple of years ago. So anyway, it's a beautiful day, and right, let's go and enjoy ourselves, mate.
Literally onwards and
upwards, like really,
upwards.
really upwards.
It's not that they came off on.
Bit of an ascent, isn't it? Hey, so there we go. Just go straight into it, and that's where we're going. Up yonder, right, onwards and upwards. So for those of you who've not done this before, the ascent on a Garn straight away is quite unforgiving, and like I said, the hill or the top of the mountain's only probably 800 thereabouts, but it's the ascent. You enjoying it, Dave?
Brilliant.
Yeah. Where's the stair lift? So, but today we are really blessed with the weather, because from the top we're going to get some fantastic views of Snowdon and the range there, and then of course out towards the coastline. But because, as you can see, I'm out of shape because I haven't done much of this because of COVID, and but get back right into it. And did Snowdon last week. I didn't film that, but just put some photos up on my Instagram account. But did that with Isabel and a friend of hers, and another friend of the family. They really enjoyed it. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and get my breath back.
Stop for oxygen.
And yeah, so I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, there you go. Onwards and upwards. Mate, just pretend you're a goat. Yeah, mate. Onwards and upwards. So we're about halfway up now, and the ascent on here goes for about a mile, and I'd probably liken it to the scramble up Shabod, because that gets towards the end quite steep. But this ascent goes for about a mile, I think, and like I say, it's not to be sniffed at, and the ascent is quite something, but worthwhile. We're nearly there. I think we're about 2/3 of the way now, and Dave's just bringing up the rear there. He's just having a breather, enjoying the views, well, we got on top. We have some fantastic views here. There's a bit of cloud coming in as well. The haze is just, you can see it in the background here towards Bed Gellet. But I'm hoping if we get some clouds, we'll get some nice photos on the top. So and I'm not a photographer, but I'm a wannabe photographer. But don't they say clouds are wannabe painters, artists and photographers' friends. So they kind of make a landscape that bit more interesting, don't they? So right, I'm going to just show you the type of path here, and then I'll bring you back when we're at the top. And you can see Snowdon in the distance there. Now that is going to be absolutely chock-a-block. There'll be like ants on there today. And the back of the horseshoe. And there you go. Right, mate. Okay, we surviving?
Oh,
yeah?
jeepers.
Am I allowed to mention your hangover or what?
Yeah.
I have to edit that.
Could get a sympathy though.
Yes, do you think so? Yeah, sympathy or stupidity? I blame Mark White myself, do you? Yeah? Get a JD out and that's it. JD and Coke. Just what you need before you go on a mountain walk the next day. Wow, look at these views. Something else. Something else. Right, nearly there. There you go. Watch the edge. Yeah. Wow. Wow. This drop here, Dave. Goodness me. That's a pretty good drop down there. Just over this ledge here. Pretty good drop just there behind me. As I say, keep to the left. Don't exaggerate it a bit, see? So this is when it really starts to get interesting. You get over the ridge and see the views here. And of course, all this scree on the top, and the landscape changes from being grassland to, I guess, these deposits, these rocks. If you're into geology, you'd know, wouldn't you? But I guess these were probably deposited in the last ice age, part of the whole process of forming these mountains. But if you just, for those of you who've not been here, you come to the top of the Garn, and as I said, this is one by the rather than the Ogwen Valley Garn. You get to the top of here, and look, if you want to build, I suppose they weren't short of stones up here, were they? But look at this wall here. Yeah, the stile. So you get the stick. I'll get across the stile in a minute, and then I'm gonna get onto the top, get some pictures from the top there. The mountain, the name escapes me, which is the one with an obelisk on it. And then while I'm here, I've got to go and do the ridge and scramble up there. There you go, on that bit of a knife edge up there. Just getting practice for a good walk, I guess. But the views from up here are just something else. So I'm glad Dave's made it, because he's feeling a bit delicate today after a few JD and Cokes too many last night, or Depends which way you look at it really, probably enough. But he's feeling a bit flaky, but he's done it. And it's not easy today because the temperature is quite warm, well, more than quite warm. So I know down south it's been really hot, but yeah, I'm just gonna stop here, take some pictures of that because the light's fantastic. And I think in the distance you can just maybe make it out on here. Won't be able to go in, but there's the obelisk over there, and I'll zoom in on it later on. If you've never done this walk in Snowdonia, and you can probably tell, like today, we've only met a couple of people, probably 4 people I think along the way, and they're just great. And you can see right across the valley, I'll just zoom out, there's Dave coming up the hill, and there's Snowdonia with the clouds just on the top there. They've been really lucky this weekend. They've had some beautiful cloudy version on Saturday morning. That was fabulous. Unfortunately I didn't do it, but it'll be there. It's on the to be ticked off list. But we'll just look at this. So I'm going to get my decent camera out of my bag now and take some pictures of the ridge line. Whoa. How good is that? So you get to the top of the Garn and look at these views behind us. They are something else. I'm gonna, while we're here, take some shots on my camera and then I'm gonna do a bit of a scramble up here. Just while I'm here, I've done it before. And then you can't see it, but there's an obelisk over there. In the past I've walked that far to that far peak and then come back on myself and back through Bad Gellet. That's one of the popular routes. But today we're not going to go that far. But this is stunning country, really is. Dave's brought his beard with him. Look, there you go.
Need a bit of a trim. Bit of a tiny. Give me all your loving, all your hugs and kisses too. She's got legs. She knows how to use them.
You do like that's going on Instagram, yeah? Okay, so made it to the top of the Nantlle Ridge, Dave, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're, what are we, about 2,060 you said, wasn't it?
2,060 feet.
Yeah, so good walk, and as I said before, there's quite an ascent there, so if you do it, you know, don't be surprised, it's quite, takes some doing, takes it quite, well, if you've been in lockdown and you're not fit, it will take it out of you, but we've had a great day. Well, views are fantastic. Just see the clouds coming in now across the ridge there, just here, which is, hang on, that ridge over there, that ridge there,
South.
there you go, which is fantastic. And I've done that before, and I'll come back and do it another day, but we're going to make our way back down and maybe call in the Quelling Arms for one, and then I'll make our way back. But it's been a nice day, Dave, isn't it?
Right.
Just fabulous. So cool. Right, to the next one. See you soon.
About as sharp as me. No watch, diamond ring. I ain't missing not a single thing. Club rings, stick in. When I step out, I'm gonna do you in. They come running just as fast as they can. Crazy a shark, this man.